After falling in 7 games last year as the 4 seed, the Nashville Sound are back in the playoffs now as the number 1 seed, but much like last year, we got a really tough matchup in round 1. This time, the Boston Celtics. You'd think as a 1 seed, you'd have an easy matchup, but instead, I think we're facing probably a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. Taking a look at our matchups, we're going to have Sidney Lowry on Tatum. Going to put Powers on Brown, and then I initially had Mullins on Porzingis, but I think Andre Stevens does a little bit better on the perimeter, and Kristaps does a decent amount of work out there, so not going to do too much. Apart from that, I believe in kind of having some light adjustments to start a series, and then, doing more and more adjustments as you need from that. I don't like over adjusting prior to a series. So with that being said, we are all ready for game 1 here. Playoff basketball officially back in Nashville for a second consecutive season, and we have home court advantage, of course, as the number 1 seed along with it. Malachi Pope gonna get the shooting started, but he is off the mark with that 3 ball. Jaylen Brown goes for 3 himself, but he also misses. Lamont Powers able to provide a little bit of pressure there. Mullins has it, top of the key. He's spinning and shooting. That one just rims around and out. No scoring yet. Brown trying to go to town on Malachi Pope. Shoots over the top of him, and that will be the first basket of these playoffs for us. For this series, I mean. For us, it'll be Malachi Pope on the inside with the basket. Kristaps. Catch and shoot 3 is too strong. Pick and roll here. Malachi Pope driving inside. Needs to do something here. Shot clock winding down. His shot is off the mark. Jaylen Brown. He stops and pops from the elbow and hits that mid-range jumper. So far, been tough for these teams to score. The defense has been good to start this game. Lowry with it. Not much time on the shot clock. Needs to come up with something. Gonna take a tough mid-range look. We still have just 2 points here, as Tatum is fouled by Andre the Giant there. Tatum's gonna nail both of his free throws. So it's 6-2 in favor of Boston. We really need a bucket. Powers here off the catch is gonna get us one. He nails his first career playoff field goal attempt. Malachi getting a double screen here. Bounce pass to Sidney Lowry. Beyond the arc, he is fouled by Jason Tatum on the perimeter attempts. His first free throw falls. Number 2, though, bricked it, so he'll go 2 for 3. Tatum waits for the screen, top of the key, feeds the roll man. That's Robert Williams for 2. Now Lowry isolating against Jaylen Brown, and he slams it right on top of his head. That's the kind of stuff that can hopefully get this offense going. Our superstar making a highlight play all on top of Jaylen Brown. Kristaps off the mark on that 3 on the other end. Feeding Andre Stevens. Now he's trying to score around Kristaps, but he's got a little bit of a length disadvantage. Cutting is Tatum, who gets the dunk. Lowry going inside. He's blocked by Kristaps, his second here of the quarter. Tatum's not going to hit that 3-pointer. Both offenses a little slow to start here. Mullins off the catch, drains the 3 from the wing. This game is knotted up 12 apiece halfway through the quarter. Kristaps off the catch. Hits the 3. I mean, Sidney Lowry is right there, but it looks uncovered. It's the benefit of being well over 7 feet. Pope took a strong drive to Kristaps, earning himself a pair of free throws, of which he hits the first. The second also falls for the second-year point guard. Milton gets a screen. Dishes out to Jaylen Brown off the catch. Just left a little too much space there. Sidney Lowry showing the moves going against Jaylen Brown. Pump fakes and hits the shot. Brown, space off the catch. But that three won't fall for him. Lowry trying to go over the top of Shake Milton, but he missed that attempt. Good defense there by Lamont Powers to force the ugly miss from Jaylen Brown. Now Mullins with a beautiful turnaround shot will tie this game up once again. It's been back and forth. Neither team able to really go on a run because the defense has been really good on both sides of the floor. Lowry, he's going to miss that one. Hasn't been able to get his shot going here in this game. Moses Moody with a nice play defensively. Davidson wide open, but couldn't stop that momentum to get the clean standstill look, and he missed that three. Lowry this time gonna get our second straight steal. Davidson pulls up for three again and misses once more. Nashville finding a hard time getting a bucket here. Lowry dishes inside. AC Stevens on the pick and roll. Beautifully done. Buffkin step back from the mid-range. That shot is pure. Andre the Giant has a clean look at three, but he cannot splash it home. Jaylen Brown taking a quick three in transition, also off the mark. Stevens going against Cam Johnson. Shot clock winding down, needs to do something, and he gets bailed out there. Brown, first quarter coming to a close. That shot is off. It's what will be 25-22 after one here. Both defenses playing well, making things tough for the offense, earning every bucket in this game for sure. Malachi starts the second quarter off with a three. Buffkin isolating on Christian Davidson. He shuts him down and then gets the block. Beautiful defense by the young guard. Pope, little step back, got the space he needed to drain that one. Now Nashville in the lead. Tatum on the drive gets fouled by Powers. That's a really good matchup there. Powers, big and strong. But Tatum gets the better of him there, as he so often does to his defenders. Davidson this time drains the three. His best look at it for sure. Tatum rejecting the screen and shifting through traffic to find the open look. Davidson now finds Pope. The guard pick and roll works for us there. Powers finds an open Malachi Pope in the corner. He can't hit that one. Buffkin has it. Receives a double screen. He is fouled on the jumper. You can't be doing that, Christian. I mean, Buffkin is just simply not good enough of a shooter to be fouling him on the three-point attempt. Not saying he's bad by any means. Don't want to respect the man, but just gifting him 3 points there. Pope cutting. That's a nice find by Christian Davidson. Malachi heating up here in the second quarter. Tatum, this one well defended by Powers. He forces the miss. Pope swings it over to Mullins in the corner. That's a bucket and a foul on the jumper. And the three-point play is complete by the big man. Tatum. He's not going to get that shot to go. Running in transition are the Sound, and Malachi goes off glass. Porzingis. He's pulling up from the elbow and splashing home that midi. Another shot here off the catch, and he's heating up. Boston within 2. Oh, swinging it around. He eventually takes the 3, but he can't find the basket. Porzingis, his defended by Moody. That's not a great matchup, and he just goes right inside and ties this game up at 39 apiece. Moody to Mullins off the catch. That one splashes home. Nashville retakes the lead. Jaylen Brown, top of the key. That's not a great look. Good defensive stop there. Moody, that's a beautiful play in transition, getting aggressive all the way down the court, coast to coast, with the and one, the free throw. Makes it 44-39 in favor of our Sound. Augustine passes up the open 3 to get Mullins a touch, and he just missed that one point blank range. Porzingis trying to blow by Ernest Augustine, and he gets the foul. Just going to bring back in Sidney Lowry here, who has the ball here and getting a double screen. That's a leaning three-pointer, and he drains it. Did not have the best shooting quarter in the first, but looking to come out here and finish off the second strong. Here he's giving it to Andre the Giant. That one just off the mark. Set up on the rim for a few seconds there. Step back from Jaylen Brown. He hits it, but he is down and in some serious pain. Terrible news for the Boston Celtics. Their second best player not looking good on the landing there. It would come out after the game. He is out for the remainder of the playoffs, and perhaps even more than that, with an Achilles-related injury. Kristaps on the drive, pulls up, put a little bit too much mustard on it. Moody getting aggressive in transition again, and I'm liking what I'm seeing there. Gotten himself a couple of trips to the free throw line off of it. This time he couldn't make it an and one though. But he still drains the first free throw. Second one too strong. Kristaps pumps fakes, but Andre stays home, and it's going to force a tough Boston look. Good defensive possession there. Lowry had a clear lane to the basket, and instead he steps back, but he hits the shot. So no harm, no foul. Lufkin from beyond the arc. In isolation, Lowry trying to end off the half with a good play, but instead he gets blocked. No foul called. 50-46 in what has been a very competitive half here in game one. Malachi leading us in scoring with 15 at the break. Lowry with 11 points on 4 of 11 shooting, and Mullins already with the double-double. Nobody else above 4 for us, but these guys that aren't scoring are still open impact to this team. I mean, we held Boston to 46 points in the first half, and that doesn't happen without just good overall team defense. On the other end, Kristaps Porzingis with 14 points on 8 shots. He's been a little bit of a problem. Tatum with 11, but on 3 of 8. I think I'll take that. Brown, of course, was having a decent half before his injury, but nothing special there. And then Kobe Buffkin, 2 of 6. So we're holding pretty much everybody except for Kristaps under 50%, which is really good. Also really good is getting Jason Tatum his 3rd foul on the first play of the second half. Sidney Lowry, for the second time today, gets himself a 3 free throw trip to the line, and this time he hits all 3 of them. Buffkin inside, Lamont Power playing right up on him, and somehow he still gets the finish to go. But that was excellent defense. But it just doesn't matter. Pope gonna miss off the catch there. Tatum going at Lamont Powers here. And he's fading away and hitting that shot. I mean, sometimes you just got to give props. The Boston Celtics are hitting a couple of tough shots here to start the half. I think we're playing great defense. Speaking of tough shots, there's one from Lowry there, but this time he's not going to make it. Pick and roll works for Boston there. Powers with it. Swings it to Lowry, who just has not been able to get his shot to go today. He's 4 of 13 from the field. Powers with it. Goes inside. Andre Stevens with the dunk. Right over Kristaps Porzingis. Tatum goes by Lowry there, and it gets the layup. Boston leads by 1. Lowry trying to get things going, but he still is cold. You got to trust that your superstar will start to heat up here at some point in the game, and got to respect that we're still running plays for him, trying to get him going, despite the fact that maybe some other teammates are doing a little bit better here in this game, because we know that to win this series, we're going to need Lowry at his best. Nice play there by Malachi, getting the and one with a strong finish in traffic, and he does complete the play. Buffkin spinning. That's a strong move by the veteran. Lowry stops and pops and drains that one from the mid-range. Milton pick and pop with Kristaps Porzingis. That one right down the barrel. Mullins finds a wide open Lamont Powers. I mean, he's not an elite shooter, but he'll make those. You're going to disrespect him that much. Buffkin, he is absolutely swatted away by Francis Mullins. But then Powers gives the ball right back to Boston. Going the other way, Milton finishes over the top. An unfortunate end to a sick play by Mullins. Here he's getting the ball and finding Sidney Lowry, just still unable to score. Kristaps, too strong on the 3. Lowry, another attempt here and another miss. You know, normally Lowry's shooting is what keeps us in games, or is the reason that we have a lead, but his shooting might be the only reason the Boston Celtics are in this game this time around. He just cannot buy a bucket. But again, I respect the fact that we're still trying to get him going. Buffkin there, tough finish. He's definitely had some nice plays going downhill today. There you go. Get him a shot at the basket. That'll work. Johnson left way too much space there. Looked like some defensive confusion leading to the open 3. Lowry this time taking the 3, and that one falls for him finally. Needed to see one go down for the kid. Davidson with it. Swings it to Powers. Decent look from 3, but he can't hit it. Kobe Buffkin with it. Gets a screen from Robert Williams. He's pulling up from 3 and missing. Driving baseline is Moody. That's a nice pass up to the top of the key to a wide open Lamont Powers, who drains another 3. Moody caught napping and gonna pay for it with a Buffkin dunk. Now he's handling on the pick and roll, trying to go inside to Christian Davidson. Not a good pass there. Boston the other way. Buffkin gonna pull up from 3. Nice defense though from Moody. to make up for the turnover. Going the other way is Sidney Lowry, who slams it in with 2 hands. Nicely done. Beautiful transition play from our superstar. Buffkin there. Drains that 3 off the dribble. Ernest Augustine can't hit the 3 of his own in response. Another drive for Buffkin, and it's just been working for him all night long on these drives. We'll split the free throws. Moody off the screen, has the space to drain the mid-range jump shot. Cutting the Boston lead to 4. Duarte trying to extend it, and he does just that. It's a 7-point Boston lead. There's 1 shot left here in the 3rd. Lowry's going to take it and hit it. So we're going to have a 5-point Boston lead here. Not the best 3rd quarter for us. Of course, came in with the 4-point lead. So a -9 quarter for us. We need to get things going to start the 4th. Had a good look, but it's not going to fall for Mullins. Hit him with it. Driving inside and drawing a foul. First free throw is up and in for Tatum. Second also falls. Mullins waiting for someone to come open. It's Sidney Lowry, but he can't hit the 3 to start the 4th. Gonna need him to turn things up here if we want to win this game, as Boston now leads by 10. Hope going inside. Lowry trying to shoot over Duarte, and he missed it. What's going on with Sidney Lowry in this game? In transition, the Celtics lead by 12. Mullins recognizing the mismatch and aggressively attacking the rim. That's what I like to see from the big man. And 1 opportunity, and he completes it. Duarte with it. He gets a screen. This is inside to Mayo, who gets fouled. Thought the defense was great that possession, but Boston gets bailed out with the late foul call. Mayo only splits the free throws though. Mullins swinging it out. Moody hits the 3 off the catch. Davidson defending Buffkin. Nicely done, sticking with him there on the perimeter to force the tough 3. Now going for the 3 on the other end, but he's also had trouble finding his shot alongside Lowry today. Tatum gets Moody to fall for the pump fake and gets the 2 off of it. Boston leads by 9. Mullins, another 3. This time it's going to fall for him. Been given a couple of good looks here in the quarter by the Celtics. And here he's going to get the big time swat on the Buffkin drive. Buffkin's drives have given us trouble all game long, so it's nice to see Mullins step up and get the rejection. Now he's going to get the steal. So a block and a steal on the same possession for Mullins. Big time defensive play for him. As Powers gets the dunk. Tatum inside to Mayo. That one's off the mark. Mullins on the defense. In transition. We're going to get Mullins the ball here, and he is quick to shoot. Starting to see a little bit of taking over from the big man here in the 4th. There, though. Not great defense on the pick and roll. Lowry, what is that shot, man? Not in this situation. Tatum isolating. And that's going to be a tough shot made by him. Been a good matchup, he and Powers, when they've gotten against each other. Lowry, a much better look there, but still can't hit it. You have to wonder if he's ever going to get his shot online, or if we should start to look for better options like Mullins, who's absolutely on a tear here in the quarter. Now he's turning around, and he hits that shot. It's a Mullins takeover. Gotta get him the ball more. He's feeling it on both ends of the floor. Mullins bounce back, into Malachi Pope, who hits the layup through the contact and through the foul. Has an opportunity to get this to a 1-point game. We were trailing by a dozen early on in the quarter. We've come all the way back into it, but falling asleep on the defensive end is Lowry. Here he gets a three. That one is down, and we are tied. 4 minutes left. It is 98 apiece. The crowd is into it. Bufkin for three. No good. And with a tied game, 3.5 minutes left, we're watching the rest of this one. Andre Stevens fouled in transition. He has a chance to give Nashville the lead here in the fourth. There was a stretch there. It was looking like Boston might run away with game one. But we have crawled all the way back and taken the lead here. Stevens splits the free throws, so we'll only take the 1-point lead. Tatum, he is gonna be fouled by Powers there. Thought he might have just stepped out of bounds, but they'll call the foul. That allows us to get the matchups we want here on the defensive end. Tatum with it. Coming off some screens and hitting the three. Boston's back out in front. Lowry, defended by Bufkin. We will call timeout. Snyder wants to talk things over, give the guys a little bit of a break here, as this is a massive start to the series. Whoever wins this game is going to be taking a lot of momentum with it. Both teams have fought hard in this game. Let's finish this thing off. Powers left alone, can't hit the mid-range shots. Now we need to stop. Powers defending Tatum. Gets the screen, goes inside. Mullins forces the miss, but it's a rebound by Tatum, and it's back up and in. Great initial defense from Mullins, but we need to get the board there. Under 3 minutes remaining, down by 4. Lowry gets the screen, goes inside off glass for 2. Nice screen from Andre Stevens to break him free there. Lowry still with 30 points today, despite not his best shooting performance. Bufkin defended by Powers, and it's stolen. Powers running the court, finds Andre Stevens for the dunk, and it's back tied, 103 apiece. Great defensive effort from the rookie, and that's exactly the kind of play that made us draft him. High effort, high defense, high IQ. Tatum with the miss. Lowry right there on defense. We have an opportunity to take a lead. Lowry with it. Defended by Bufkin. Swings it to Pope. Shot clock winding down. We need something here. Lowry gonna take the three, and he's gonna hit it. Nashville leads by 3. The crowd is on their feet. 90 seconds left here in game 1. Tatum with it. Defended by Lowry. Great defense there to get the stop. In transition, Lowry gonna step back, and he's gonna nail the mid-range shots. Malachi Pope with the assist. And Sid the Kid is coming in clutch late on both ends. Defending Tatum once more here. Gets the screen from Kristaps. Lowry's not going anywhere. Forces the pass. Kristaps gets the double. But we're there on time for the rotation. Now Tatum gets doubled. Boston doesn't know what to do, and it's a terrible possession. Well-timed doubles there. They're going to send Powers to the line. That's not the guy you want on the line, for sure. I think he has the worst free throw rating of our starters. And he misses both. Powers. Buffkin for three. Lowry there again defensively. Why are you giving it to Powers? Throw it to somebody. Oh my, why would you give that ball to Powers? Just keep it yourself, Andre. This time he makes a free throw though. And he hits both. All right, making up for missing both earlier. We lead by 7 with 33 remaining. One stop away from sealing away the victory, you've got to think. The defense has been superb here the last few minutes of this ball game. Allowed us to go on a 9-0 run. Tatum, that one's no good. Lowry on defense. Somehow Powers has the ball again. I don't know how he's the guy we're going to late. But Boston not fouling here. So this should be the last possession. Not going to be a great one for us. But when it's all said and done, why are you... Powers, what are you doing, man? How many times is that today? My gosh. Stop fouling the three-point shooters, man. I know you're a rookie, but dang. Either way, we're going to come up victorious. Not going to let us end on the sour note of Powers being dumb. Nashville with an absolutely massive victory here in Game 1. A 12-point fourth quarter deficit overcome on the back of just excellent defense down the stretch from that guy right there. Really, those two guys. Francis Mullins is going to end up getting the player of the game. You can't be mad at that. He was superb, especially kind of there in the middle of that fourth quarter. He really turned things up and was instrumental in us coming back. And then just in the last 3 minutes, Sydney took over a bit. 35 points on 29 shots for him today. Not his best night efficiently, but still the volume was there. 21 and 6 for Malachi Pope on 15 shots. Mullins with 20 and 14 with 3 assists and 3 blocks as well, shooting 8 of 11. Powers was good for most of this game. We're not going to talk about how he finished it, but Davidson just couldn't get things going today. But ultimately, Nashville picks up the victory. And that's a great way to start the series. Almost forgot to look at Boston here. Let's see how they finished out. Tatum with 32 and 10. Buffkin scored 26. Despite only shooting 7 of 21, he was hard to stop at times. Got a ton of free throws. We're hopping right into Game 2 as well. Going to be showing only the makes for this game as Kristaps Porzingis gets things going for Boston to start it off. He was definitely a bit of a problem for us in Game 1 at times. Hoping to do a better job corralling him here in Game 2, but we're not getting off to a good start. Let's see, you've got 4 quick points to start the first quarter. Lowry off the catch. Good to see him getting the scoring started early. Tatum pulls up and drains the mid-range jump shot. Mullins with it, finds the angle there to get to the basket around Robert Williams. In transition, Tatum with a tough finish. Stevens with it, gets it to Sid the Kid, who drains another 3. He's getting his game going early here. You love to see it. Tatum, that's a tough 3, and he hits it. Mullins once more in the post. Shot clock winding down. Feeds to Lowry, who hits another jumper. He is making sure that he establishes early that Game 1 shooting slump was just a one-game occurrence. Don't forget, I mean, the shooting wasn't great. He still scored 35 in that game and was instrumental down the stretch. He just wants to get that scoring going early today, and he's doing just that. My goodness. Here he is again, and Lowry, a one-man wrecking crew in this first quarter. Now he's getting the oop. And a beautiful play, the throw right on the money from Malachi. Tatum got that one to go over 2 defenders. Davidson, half spin, gets him to the basket. Cam Johnson, that's a little too much space for that caliber of shooter. Boston running in transition. They find a man cutting to the basket. That's the big man, Mayo. Gets himself an and one. Lowry inside off glass. His strong start continues. Tatum pumps and shoots over Lowry. Boston making this a tight one here in the first. Davidson fires off the catch. It's another guy you want to see get going early here in this game after a tough game one. Lowry defended by Tatum. Going inside, and after a couple of pump fakes, gets the shot to go. Jason Tatum gets the screen, finds the man on the roll for 2. Of course, as I stated in game 1, no Jaylen Brown in this one or for the rest of the series. He has a ruptured Achilles. And so as much as you don't like to root for injuries, hopefully that can maybe tilt things in our favor here for the rest of this round 1 matchup. Ernest Augustine off the catch drains the triple, giving us a 10-point lead here. Almost stolen there by Mullins. Instead, it's a bucket for Mayo, leading to a timeout from Coach Snyder. Mullins, that is a wild shot, and he gets it to go. And one incoming. And he hits the free throw as well. 40-29 here. About 5 minutes into the second quarter, that 3 falls for Milton. Tatum defended by Pope. He likes that matchup just because he could shoot right over the top of him. Hit him again. Hitting another tough shot. Boston on an 8-0 run after we took a double-digit lead. Make that a 10-0 run, and now our 11-point lead is just like that. Down to 1, and now we're trailing. We were leading by 11, and now we're trailing. We need a bucket, finally. Malachi comes through for us. Needed one, and nice to see the young guard come through when a team needs it the most, and now he's coming through again with a tough shot on the interior. Porzingis, he's got a mismatch in the post. Not sure what Malachi Pope is going to do for that. I'd rather spring over a defender with size for the help. Lowry with it. He's dishing it out to Andre Stevens, left all alone for 3. And under 2 minutes left in the half. Porzingis spinning and shooting over the top of Andre Stevens. Just a 1-point ball game. So far, no Jaylen Brown, no problem really here for Boston. This is the same kind of matchup we were seeing in game 1, just a lot of back and forth. A couple of mini runs here and there, but for the most part, these two teams have been matched up very evenly. Going into the half, we see Sidney Lowry absolutely turning that shooting back on for us. 9 of 15. Mullins, 12 rebounds at the half again. I think he had double digits at the half last game as well. Tatum absolutely came to play as well. Both superstars over 20 points at the half. Porzingis still shooting very efficiently. We've not found the answer yet for him. Malachi gets things going in half number 2. Almost a steal there by Lowry. Instead, it's going to be a Jason Tatum dunk. Oh, gets the double screen and draws the foul with the layup. Beautifully done. To fight through the contact there and get the three-point play, tying this game up at 55 apiece. Gonna get another screen here and gonna finish once again inside. Couple of strong finishes from the guard there. And now we have the lead. Just like that, a strong start to the third quarter. Lowry in the corner. Left unguarded. Passing the ball around, finding the wide open corner 3. That's the kind of possession you love to see. Moses Moody finishes it off. Porzingis has Bowers on him, but that's just a little bit too much of a size advantage. Moody has the top of the keys, going up top for Lowry. What a finish. The one-handed catch on the alley-oop. That was an absolutely beautiful shot. Porzingis, it's the 3 on the other end. Lowry off the screen. That one splashes home for the answer. He's been consistently good for us all night long. Shake Milton in transition. Takes advantage of some not great transition D, but Davidson answers him right back. Tatum stepping back. He broke Lowry's ankles just a little bit on that one. Nashville leads by 6. Davidson makes it 9 on that long ball. He's also heated up a little bit here in game 2. Two guys that kind of struggled. Both looking much better here in this game as Lowry hits that tough 3 and we're up a dozen. Of course, we saw what happened last game, so this is no time to relax. As Duarte hits that 3. Augustine responds with one of his own. Under 2 minutes left in the third. Porzingis from 3. Becoming a three-point contest here in this game. Porzingis again, this time from the mid-range. And, I mean, Augustine is right up in his grill. I don't know what you want me to do there. Just make Ernest Augustine grow to 7'1"? You know, like, jeez. Tatum from the mid-range hits that shot. It's a 10-point game now. Here, top of the fourth. Pope from 3. That one is good. Tatum inside. Defended by Davidson. Forcing the kick out, but Holiday drains the triple. Moody finds Augustine. He is open for 3 again. He's starting to score here. Haven't seen much from him in this series so far. Boston refusing to go away here. Cam Johnson hits another triple. Malachi Pope. Augustine. And it's another 3 for him. His 3rd here of the quarter. Johnson. Off the dribble. He's also heating up here in the 4th. And now Augustine with the dunk. That's 11 points here in the 4th quarter alone. Powers. Corner 3. That one's going to fall for him. Not letting our foot off the gas here in the 4th despite the double-digit lead, and that's exactly what I like to see. Cam Johnson. He's going over. Francis Mullins somehow finishes that. What is up with this guy? He and Ernest Augustine are the face of this 4th quarter, which is certainly not something you'd expect here. Pope with it. He's going to find Sidney Lowry here, who has a wide open 3. He's going to drain that, getting us a 20-point lead. 4 minutes left. We fast forward to the end of this one, and the Nashville Sound have taken the 2-0 series lead with a 22-point victory. We took that 12-digit lead into the fourth quarter and kept our foot down, increasing it. And that's exactly what I like to see. You want to see that killer instinct from a team that you have hopes can go far here in this postseason. This time, Sidney Lowry winning Player of the Game honors. And yeah, it was definitely a Sidney Lowry game today. He was unstoppable, getting pretty much whatever he wanted, it felt like, most of this game. And you can see the difference. When he's on like that, we're scoring 120 points a game. That's what the difference is here. And our defense, stayed really good as well. We're keeping Boston down there in the low 100s, which is what you love to see. 25 and 10 from Pope as well. Of course, 47 for Lowry. Ernest Augustine definitely heated up there in the fourth quarter. 26 boards for Mullins is insane. And Davidson also in double digits. Just an all-around great team game. 35, 4, and 9 for Tatum. We forced him to take 30 shots, though. Shooting just under 50%. Porzingis kind of cooled down there in the second a little bit. And just a little bit easier to guard this team without Jaylen Brown, I will say that. That being said, though, we were down by 12 in game one. In the fourth quarter, we were down a half in this one. This series is still going to be a rock fight. I'm excited to take this on the road for games 3 and 4, which will be next episode. And until then, sound up.